Hi everybody, in today's episode, I'm going to be making my favorite chicken noodle stir fry. It's super easy to make with not many ingredients needed and not many spices. So let's get started. So first, my chopping board was a bit shaky when I first started. So I'm going to stabilize the board by placing a cup underneath it. And this will basically stop the chopping board from flying all over the place. So I'm going to start with prepping my onions just by dicing them. And the thing with onions, the smaller you chop them, this both applies for onions and garlic. The smaller you chop them or dice them, the more flavor you release out of it. So I'm going to try and dice my onions really small so I can really get that onion flavor out. So I'm going to get started on my carrots now, and I'm going to give my carrots a julienne cut. A julienne cut is basically just a fancy way of saying to slice the carrots thinly into strips. Once the carrots are all sliced up, I'm going to set them aside as well. Now for the broccoli, I just broke the florets off the stem into small bite sizes and then set them aside as well. And then for the last vegetable, which we're going to cut and prepare, is the bell peppers. So we're just going to slice them into strips and then set them aside along with the rest of the vegetables. Now for this dish, since it's a chicken stir fry, we're going to be using chicken breasts that are cut into bite-sized chicken cubes. I'm using around 1 kilo of chicken breast here, but it all depends on how many people you're cooking for. Now to our pot that is oiled and heated up, we're just going to fry our onions. And we want to fry them until they're soft and slightly golden. And once they're soft and golden, we're going to add in our chicken breast. Now we're going to fry our chicken breast just until they are white and slightly cooked. This should take about 10 to 15 minutes. Once the chicken is all fried up and white, it's time to add in the seasonings. So here I'm using black pepper, turmeric, bay leaves, brown sugar, and 1 chicken stock cube. We're going to give that a good stir. And while you're giving it a mix, make sure to crush the chicken stock so it fully mixes in with the chicken and doesn't become clumpy. And just mix it for around 3 to 5 minutes, just mixing it thoroughly. Once it's all mixed up, it's time to add in our vegetables, and we're going to add them all in. Now, we're going to mix them carefully as our pot might be slightly full, depending on what the size pot you're using, but my pot here is kind of small. I'm going to cover that and we're going to leave it to cook for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes later, everything should be cooked down and the vegetables should be soft, the chicken should be cooked. And we're going to add in the last part, and that is honey. We're going to mix it in and we're going to leave it to cook for about 10 minutes. I really love adding honey to my dishes, especially when it's stir fries, because it gives it a nice sweet taste to it, especially when using vegetables like carrot and broccoli. I think honey really brings out the flavors of these vegetables. Now we're going to leave that to cook for 10 minutes. And while that is finishing up now, it's time for us to prepare our noodles. So you're going to prepare your noodles the way it says on the direction of the package. We're not going to add the spices for the noodles. We just want to keep it plain noodles. So we're just going to cook it as the packet says to. Once the noodles are done, our chicken should be done by now. And we're basically just going to add the noodles into our chicken, mix it thoroughly, and you're ready to serve. What I love about this dish is that you don't need any side dishes, as the side dish is already mixed into the dinner, the noodles. So it works out really, really quick and simple. It's really tasty and it's really easy to make. I hope you like this recipe. Give it a like and thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more recipes. And have a nice day.